With the release of the regular show The Lost Tapes coming out in a couple of months, I thought I'd refresh my mind and rewatch the entire OG regular show. I have a lot of memories with this cartoon as I was going to college at the time. And I don't know how old you were, but the regular show epitomizes what it felt like being in your early 20s and learning the unfortunate reality of being broke and working at a job you hate. And not only that, it was a show me and my best friends bonded over. Me and my buddies would throw inside jokes like screaming, "My mom!" Go, "Oh!" every time we roasted each other. And of course talk about how batshit crazy this show was. While on my repeat run, an episode that was hilarious but came out pretty terrifying was season 1 episode 6, Meet Your Maker. And if you stay until the end of the video, you'll remember one of the craziest endings of the regular show that you probably forgot. So the day starts off in the kitchen. The boys have their big annual barbecue planned for later in the day. Pops made pies, Skips made chili, and Benson, along with his fancy new shirt, decides to go the extra mile this year. He purchased some super premium grade A hot dogs. These hot dogs are so special that Benson even got them shipped overnight. I wonder how much all that cost. Skips, eager with excitement, asks where they are so they just can throw them on the grill already. Foolishly, Benson gives the responsibility to Rigby to bring them outside. Worried, Pops and Skips ask if Mordecai and Rigby have started grilling. Benson says no, and he confirms that he will not be grilling any of the hot dogs.
You sure Benson said we could grill the hot dogs?
Benson totally said we could grill the hot dogs.
Mordecai has trouble lighting the grill, so Rigby offers some assistance, and this is where the dookie starts to hit the fan. The grill blows up in flames. Panicked, Mordecai decides to dump the grill into the lake. The fancy premium well-done hot dogs are ruined and float away in the river. Mordecai, filled with rage, has finally put his foot down, or more so, crossed his arms.
It's already in motion.
Well, put it out of motion.
You pissed me off.
Rigby tries everything to make Mordecai not mad at him and nothing is working. So he offers the idea to check the meat locker only if Mordecai agrees not to be pissed off anymore. They go down together and Rigby tells Mordecai to prop the door open. Rigby claims to have found them but cannot reach, so Mordecai switches spots. Mordecai can't find them, so Rigby comes to assist, and Rigby messes up again.
Wait, I can fix it. There's a safety latch.
They get into a huge argument and Mordecai storms off trying to find a solution to get them out of there. Rigby, desperate to fix the situation, finds the thermostat and ends up destroying it. Mordecai, on his last straw, blames the entire situation and past mess-ups on Rigby before inevitably collapsing on the floor because of the freezing cold. Rigby then drops a lifeless Mordecai throughout the freezer trying to find a way out. And during this journey, Rigby finally finds the hot dogs they've been looking for. And for some reason, the hot dogs are sentient, alive beings, which I guess doesn't bother Rigby. The next scene, Mordecai is deep into his dreams in Market on the beach, before being woken up by Rigby himself. Mordecai is then introduced to the talking hot dogs, and in exchange of them being freed, the hot dogs will free Mordecai and Rigby from the freezer as long as they are taken to a barbecue so they can be eaten. Mordecai immediately sees red flags, especially with Benson knowing those aren't the original hot dogs. Rigby promises that everything will be okay and shakes on it. The hot dogs bring out a portal and they arrive to the original location. The rest of the gang pops up, everything seems normal and unnoticed. And then the hot dogs attack the ensemble and the true motive is revealed.
This is simply revenge for all our fallen brother and sister hot dogs massacred by the hand of your barbecue.
The gang is in a huge marinade and Rigby is the only one that isn't captive. He scrambles around, causing complete chaos to get away. He is basically the final hope to make sure his friends aren't devoured. Rigby is surrounded and his last weapon of defense is a mustard bottle, and just watch what happens. After a brutal cannibalistic massacre, everyone is free and immediately interrogates Rigby. With quick thinking, Rigby sees the package seal from the original hot dogs and puts all the blame on Benson. Mordecai sees what's going on and joins the gaslighting. Benson has no choice but to apologize, and he gives Rigby some money to get some regular hot dogs. Mordecai and Rigby get away with it, and that's pretty much it, and they make up. Some fans really hate this episode, but I think this really encapsulates the weirdness of the show early on. This was literally Sausage Party before Sausage Party. I mean, for God's sake, who knows how long those hot dogs bonded in that freezer, and then just killed each other. But not only that, it just shows that friends do argue, and friends can piss each other off deeply. And despite all of Rigby's flaws, especially in that first season, Mordecai and Rigby care for each other unconditionally. And I think this was the perfect episode to illustrate that. If you don't want to get eaten by some sentient hot dogs, please consider subscribing so I can fulfill my dream to become a YouTuber. Thank you. Have a great day.